People who've shopped with us for years, they know that the customer experience is super important to us. And that just doesn't equate to in our stores, but also has to do with our products. So something we haven't had in a while, because we haven't been raising pork, is our breakfast sausage. And you'll notice these look a little bit different than what you usually see when you buy sausage in the stores. There are 6 patties per pack, and we do it like this on purpose. And so I'm going to show you why right now. So here's what we got. You notice these have these little patty sheets on them, and all 6 of them will have this, and they're really thin. You don't see them at the store like this because the people that make your food at the grocery stores aren't concerned with the experience of these. You usually cook a sausage patty and then it's all puffy if you don't do it right, and it's really tiny but super thick. And so we specifically make these this way so that they're super easy to cook. So we've got a pan here that we have like a medium-high heat on, and we're going to take one side of this off. Put that there so that there's paper on one side, not on the other. We don't want that on there like that. And we're just going to put in that skillet. And all it takes is 1:30 on each side. So we have this medium heat here. As this starts to thaw and cook a little bit, we'll be able to pull this other piece off. You can also pull that off before if you can. These are stored frozen, so sometimes they're a little hard to get off. But if you just let it thaw a second or let it cook here a bit, then these are totally just going to peel right off once it gets warm enough. So we'll give it a little bit longer there. We got about 1 minute left on this side. Okay, now our timer is going off, so we are going to turn and flip that. And see how that is not puffing up, it's staying that same shape, and it's going to be brown and crispy on this side, which is not crispy, but you want a little bit of a feel to it. So we just have a little bit longer for that to cook, and in a second here we'll pull it off, let it cool down a tiny bit because it's going to be pretty hot. We got about 1 minute left on this one, on this side, and it will be ready. So we make them really thin like that, number one, so they cook really fast. Like I said, a medium-high heat, depending on how crispy you want that outside, and it'll cook right up. But it won't bubble up, or sometimes you'll have those chubs that you get from the store, and if you just slice that and try to smooth it out, then they do that little bump thing in the middle. These won't do that. You can see right there, they're still flat. So we got about 30 seconds left, and that one will be done. And we specifically did them this size so that when they do cook down, they're about the size of a biscuit. So if you wanted to make, put this on a English muffin or a biscuit that you make or that you buy, it is that perfect size for this reason, so that it is ready to go on there. So we're almost done. We got just a few seconds left. So we're going to turn that heat off, and we're basically ready to go. So we'll just take this and put it over here, let it cool down a second. And so here we go. We go from this to this in 3 minutes. Super simple. And these have great, wonderful flavor with them. Sage, there's a tiny bit of pepper. This is our breakfast sausage, which is not as spicy. We haven't made it yet. It won't be in the stores, maybe next week. Our porcante. And we mix and make this here on our farm. From the pastured pork that we grew in the past year. So the ground pork that you see in the stores is close to the pork that we're using for this. And so these are going to be very good pastured pork, got lots of flavor, but it's not overpowering. These are not spicy. Our porcante is the same mixture, except that it has more red pepper in it. So it does have more of a kick. But these are going to be very delicious. I already know before I try it. So and these are super popular. People have been asking this for a while. We're going to do this, and we're also going to see if we can do the bratwurst this year. It's kind of tough sometimes. It's labor intensive to do the bratwurst, and so we quit making them because we weren't making much money on them, but we'll have to redo the math, get with our staff here in the kitchen and see how efficient we can do it. But hopefully we can have bratwurst. But at least for now, you have breakfast sausage, so enjoy. So the next time you're here, you can pick them up right in the freezer section. Bam, enjoy.